Sorry about that, guys. I was doing something real quick.
Yo,
Can we TPA? Is that the real story? His story? Yeah, that is the real one. That was the real one.
Yo, I just started a live, joined an SMP live, not ending till his YT story joins.
Yo, bro, are you serious? Nah, bro, you're actually like...
No, he'll probably join.
You're dragging it.
He's scrolling Donut SMP now, right?
You're dragging it, bro. You're dragging it. You're dragging it, bro.
Bro, team drag, bro.
No. You're dragging it, bro. Oh my gosh, he's dragging it. Oh,
Okay,
is the kid a dragger here, chat? Chat, is he a dragger?
I tagged it now.
What?
Not ending until I didn't add. I added him. Yo, guys.
Bro's actually a dragger.
Yo, you're such a dragger.
Oh my.
You're...
Nah, bro. That's messed up. That's messed up, bro. It's messed up, chat. That is messed up. How about this map art right here? That is not very good. Not very good. What happened to this map art, chat? Oh, you can't even see it. Let me put it right here. What happened, chat? What happened? Are you OG fan of the Talking Kitty Cat series made by Steve Cash 83? I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. So what's going on with all the perfect stuff? Basically, just some allegations. OG fan of the Talking. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to, really go more into the perfect stuff. I mean, I can have more information, but like, she kind of just left the platform. So is it really? It's like, I mean, she kind of just got away with her actions and stuff. Perfect racist, yeah. But yeah, I mean, she got away with her actions. I mean, she deleted her channel and everything about her. So yeah, I mean, thank you for the 101K fun graph. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, East West still on that? No, he's not. Oh, I wanted to TP to him. But yeah, I mean, yeah, she little. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Oh, I did not mean to TP that one, but yeah, watch the full series of Talking Kitty Cat, bro. What is Talking Kitty Cat? Kitty. Yo, what is this? Talking Kitty Cat?
Are you going to watch Talking Kitty Cat, bro?
What is it?
What are you doing with your life? I have no idea.
What? Yo, what the heck is this? Oh, like it? Should we react to Talking Kitty Cat? Should we react to it? No, I'll watch one episode, okay? We'll react to Talking Kitty Cat. We're gonna watch one episode, okay? Alright, we're gonna watch one episode. Alright, should we watch the newest one or what? One episode, okay? Number 69, let's do that. Or let's do He Gets Paid. He Gets Paid? Let me low-key set this up. I have to oh my gosh, I can't do that one. Wait, is that working? 6-7. We'll do 6-7. Whatever Roblox ad, bro. Oh my gosh, whatever Roblox ad. Let's do 6-7. Goes to rehab. Alright guys, we're gonna react to a talking kitty cat. If there's any inappropriate language, I am sorry. And my apologies. But for now, we're gonna be reacting to it. If I can even do it. Okay, what is going on? It's just not even up. Let me make this like full screen low key. Hold up. Is that like kind of good? Yo, hold up. I'm low key locked in.
When a man
Wait, is that good, guys? Is that good? Chat, do I move my face cam or what?
Talking kitty cat reacts.
Yeah. What do I wait? Let me move my face cam somewhere. Hold up. Let me move the chat over here and put it under. Who said I'm a stupid digger, bro? Are we being racist here? I mean, that's not very nice, sir. All right, guys. Today we're gonna be
lollipop from the bowl on the bank counter when a man burst through the doors with a gun. "Everybody down!" he screamed, waving his gun at everyone. I panicked and dove behind the teller counter.
All right, guys. Today we're gonna be reacting to
dropping to her
talking
knees with
kitty
the other
cat.
customers. She called my name,
6-7.
searching for me, but he yelled, "Everyone shut the hell up and let me get my money. Nobody leaves until I do." I pressed myself against the counter, my heart slamming because my mom is all I have, and I had to do something before he hurt her. Police sirens wailed in the distance, and the robber's head snapped toward the window. "Crap, let's do this quick," he screamed. He shoved his gun at the teller, who was only 10 feet away from me. The teller threw his hands up, then fumbled the drawer open and stuffed cash into the bag, crying.
Am I just
stayed
like
frozen
clueless on
behind
the
the counter,
context here,
my
or
whole
what
body
is this?
shaking, watching my mom out in the lobby shaking. Then I saw it, a red lockdown button on the wall, the kind that seals the whole bank and could stop him. But when I reached for it, I saw the keypad beside it. It needed a code, and I didn't know it. I was so close to saving her, and I still couldn't do anything. Then the sirens grew louder, and the robber panicked. My mom kept screaming my name, so he stormed over and yanked her up by the arm. "Shut up, you're coming with me." He pressed the gun to her head and dragged her toward the doors. And I knew if he walked out that door with her, I'd never see her again. The robber was one step from the doors, my mom locked against his chest,
So wait,
her feet
I need
dragging.
some context
I was
behind
guessing
this.
codes
Like,
frantically, but they all were wrong. Then the teller beside me,
what
hands
even is
still
this,
up,
guys? I need
whispered,
some context.
4, 7,
I don't know
2,
what this is.
9. My fingers shook as I
me
punched
some-
it
is this
in,
some
one
cat
number at a
that's just,
time,
like,
while the robber's
talks?
hand hit the
I'm guessing?
doorknob. The second he pushed it open, the lockdown slammed every door shut, trapping him inside. He spun around, wild-eyed, searching for who did it, but he never once looked behind the counter. The police swarmed in and tackled him as my mom broke free. I ran to her, the lollipop still in my hand, and buried myself in her arms. My uncle had spent 20 years hunting Bigfoot, and the first night I went with him, something barefoot walked through our campsite. At sunrise, we found a print beside the open cooler, almost twice the size of my boot, and pressed deep into the mud with 5 clear toes. 3 sausages were gone, and crushed ferns led uphill. My uncle dropped beside the print with his hands shaking. Do you understand what this means? A branch snapped above us, and something huge moved between the trees. So he grabbed his camera and whispered, "This is the night everyone stops laughing." We followed the tracks until they ended beside a tree with dark hair caught in the brush. And while my uncle sealed it in an evidence bag, something grunted deeper in the woods. That afternoon, we found split firewood stacked beside a creek, and even though the cuts were too clean for an animal, he insisted Bigfoot had learned tools.
Did you
Then
guys
our food
grow up
vanished.
watching
First the
this? 'Cause I've
sausages,
never heard
then the
of Talking
marshmallows,
Kitty
then an
Cat.
entire jar of peanut butter with the lid screwed neatly back on. Circled the tent while my uncle aimed his camera at the zipper, and I held the bear spray against my chest. A huge shadow crossed the nylon, paused beside
You're not
the
looking
fire,
at my
then
stream.
moved away until the footsteps disappeared completely. My uncle lowered the camera, his face collapsing. 20 years, and I missed him. Then a metal spoon scraped the bottom of our peanut butter jar outside. The shadow rose again, wider than the tent door,
series you
and my
watched
uncle
as a
lunged
kid?
for the
That's
zipper.
so
We
cool.
got him. He burst
I feel like
outside
we
with
all
the
have
camera
this, like,
flashing,
YouTube
and
videos
I
we watched as a
screamed,
kid.
not roared, screamed. My legs locked as a huge shirtless man spun around beside the fire holding our peanut butter and a spoon, hair covering his shoulders, chest, back, and most of his face. He wore hiking shorts, wool socks, and one sandal. "What is wrong with you people?" he yelled, covering himself while my uncle kept taking pictures. Behind him sat a normal campsite.
Why
with a
does he
hammock,
low-key
coffee
open
pot,
his mouth
folding
when he
chairs, and
talks, bro?
paperback
It must
face
be, like,
down on
AI or
the stump.
something.
The footprints were his, the hair was his, and the grunting was him chopping wood. My uncle lowered the camera. "You're not Bigfoot?" The man stared at him. "I'm Gary." He pointed to a sign nailed to a tree. "Private campsite. Please leave Gary alone." The fear drained out of me so fast, I had to bite my cheek to keep from laughing. Gary screwed the lid onto our peanut butter and disappeared into the woods, muttering, every
that?
single summer. I was riding the elevator up to my apartment when it jolted and stopped between the 6th and 7th floor. The elevator cables groaned. My heart stopped because I'm a mechanic and knew that sound.
Sylvester,
One wrong
bro,
move
what are we
and
doing?
the cables would snap
Did
and
he
we'd drop
die?
all the way down.
Did the cat
I
die?
reached for my phone to call for help, but my phone was dead. But I wasn't alone. A kid was next to me. He grabbed his phone and immediately pulled it up, smiling. Chat, I'm stuck in an elevator. Tune in and drop a galaxy. He was live on TikTok. Kid, don't move. This thing could fall and kill us. But he wasn't listening to me. He was reading his
Bro's
comments.
going to rehab.
The comments were going
Oh,
crazy.
shoot.
You won't jump. Jump and I'll send a
Going to
galaxy.
rehab.
The kid smiled ear to ear. I won't
Oh,
jump.
shoot.
Bet. I screamed. No, don't. But before I could grab him, he jumped and the whole elevator dropped a foot with a violent screech. We both slammed against the wall. His live was gaining more viewers. I knew I had to do something, and my years as a mechanic kicked in. We were stuck between floors, so I pried the doors open to
Yo,
climb
what
down to
is
the floor
this,
below.
though?
But the second I leaned into the gap, the car slipped lower and a cable snapped above us. Now just a few cables
all
left.
passed
the
away?
kid pointed his phone at me, laughing. Chat, this
Who's
unk
Steve
is trying to
Cash? Is that
kill
the
us.
guy in the video?
Comments flooded in, calling me a loser. Then the kid, trying to impress them, jumped up and grabbed the ceiling hatch. Guys, watch this. He was trying to climb it, but as he pulled
Steve
himself
Cash
up,
the guy in the video, by the
elevator
way?
dropped again. We were hanging by a
This guy
thread
right here?
now, seconds from falling. I was convinced my death was going to be recorded on this random kid's live. I grabbed the kid and braced for the fall. Then out of nowhere, banging
they
above
all
us.
died?
Fire department, hold on. They pulled us up through the hatch just as the
That is
last cable
sad.
snapped and the elevator crashed to the bottom. I was on the verge of tears. How did you know we were stuck? The firefighter pointed at the kid's phone. One of his viewers saw the live, recognized the building and called us. You'd be dead if he wasn't streaming. I turned to
Yo,
the kid,
Sylvester, bro,
expecting him to
lock
be
in.
shaken that he almost died. But instead, he said, chat, if you want more content, send a galaxy. I was watching LeBron highlights when I turned to my girlfriend and told her I wanted a LeBaby. She looked up from her phone. A what? A LeBaby. The next
Yo,
LeBron.
Sylvester
Someone
has a
has to
bad
carry
mouth,
the
bro.
torch. Doesn't he have his own kids? They couldn't hold it. Not like him. I grabbed her hands. Babe, I need you to see my vision. She finally nodded. That evening, I turned the guest room into a nursery, purple and gold, and ordered a newborn Lakers jersey with Braun on the back. I was committed to
Bro, like,
spawning
weren't you
greatness.
just having
That week, she
catnip,
signed up for
whatever,
yoga to
withdrawals or
strengthen her
whatever?
core for the LeBaby and started going
bro's going
almost every
insane, I
day.
think.
One afternoon, I swung by and caught her giggling at something her trainer Tyrone said.
Oh,
The second
shoot.
she saw me, she scrambled up and hugged me. I'm pregnant, baby. I was so happy I cried for an hour, then walked over and thanked Tyrone for helping us get pregnant. My girlfriend just smiled. He's really good at stretching me. I told him to book her extra sessions, so my LeBaby got the best treatment. 9 months later, I was in the delivery room, Lakers headband
Oh,
on,
shoot.
LeBron's hype
Steve is
speech
gonna
on the
pay for
TV
that.
while she pushed, tearing up before he came out. The doctor laid him on her chest, and her whole face crumpled. She yanked the blanket to his chin, eyes shooting to the door. I leaned in, froze, and held my pale arm against his. The colors weren't close.
That'd be
I
crazy,
looked at
holy
her, just
median.
as white, then back. We were both
Medlin. I don't know
white.
if
He
I
was
said
not.
median.
She opened her mouth, but I raised a hand, my face cracking from confusion into a grin as I hopped in place. I see it now. She went pale, but I was already on my knees, hands
Alright,
to the
that's the
cieling.
end.
The Lee Divine heard
Okay.
me. I prayed
That
for
was
his baby,
interesting.
and he sent me a
was
LeBaby. I
interesting.
scooped him up like the championship
Oh, you
trophy
fixed
and
it,
held him to the light. Welcome to the
pretty
world,
interesting. Let
Braun.
me
My
just-
girlfriend
yeah.
exhaled like she'd been
There we
holding her
go.
breath for
We
9
see?
months. But that's just what
the
spawning
base here?
greatness
Yeah,
takes
okay.
out of you.
You about
I
done a
shot
plus
up out
plus,
of bed
bro?
the second I heard
Holy
glass
rich.
shattering, grabbed my
That was
trusty
very
bat from
interesting,
underneath,
guys.
and flew down the stairs before
Yo,
I could think. A
would
shattered vase
his,
was spread across the floor,
story,
and my
or
dog's
his
crate
YT
sat
story
wide
collab
open,
be crazy,
empty.
guys, or
I
not?
called
Would that
Biscuit's
be a
name
crazy
through the
collab?
whole house and got nothing back.
Bro,
Then
you
I
break
spotted a
my
cracked
gambling
phone
station, bro?
glowing
What
in the
the
broken
heck?
glass, dropped by whoever knocked the vase over running out. The screen had one message on it. Bring the Frenchie
Would that
to
be
the
a crazy
warehouse on
collab,
Lowell
though,
by
like, on
6.
Donuts
I
and
jumped
Pete?
up and down in my kitchen. This is
Yeah,
sick.
would that be
This is
crazy?
literally
Would that, like,
John
break
Wick.
the
So I
internet?
tossed the bat aside, dropped onto the couch, and watched the whole
Collab of the
movie
year?
again.
Yeah,
to
for real. Like, that'd be a crazy collab. I mean, if he wants to do it, like, I'll teach him how to play and stuff. I feel like it'd be a fun
Oh, he's
thing
not
to do.
joining.
Bro, because, like, you're tied to your one beggar.
No, I'm not even like
That's
I'm not even saying that I was his fan because he was in the stream. I actually watch him like every day.
yeah.
you can send me
Bro's a
TP here's.
puffer fish now. TP
Yeah,
here's,
you can
guys?
send me
Okay,
TP here's.
go ahead. Some TP here's, guys. Yo, you have my base? Is this schematica, right? That'll be
Here
that,
we
it's the same
go.
base.
This is where it was.
Bro puffs up when he gets mad. Oh. Skeptic.
Did someone just say
Someone
I
said
puff
bro-
up when I get mad? Oh hell no.
Bro, skeptic. Someone in the chat said bro puffs up when he gets mad.
Oh no, bro. Yo, do they want to square up or something? Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Pumped myself
That was
up.
a
Then I
good
threw on
joke.
my
I came
only
out here-
suit and tie, slid on a pair of black.
Someone's having to here.
Should I TP here? I feel like I'm gonna get Rogan if I have
Yo.
red armor. So I'm gonna put it away.
Yep.
I'm looking at put another red armor. Should we do TPA here's, guys? Okay, let's do TPA here's. I'm lucky broke, but money's not a problem, right? Right, guys? Money's not a problem. We got a shield here. Hold up.
Yo, I added something to the back of
Oh,
this. It's way
shoot.
better now. Bio.
Sorry
It
about
makes
that.
the noise.
Yeah. Nice. That is sad. That's crazy, Samuel. Come look, we have the same base. All right, so I'm
Blacked
turning on
out
TPs,
shades
guys. Get
and
ready, get
spun
ready,
a
get ready.
pencil once before
I'll
holstering it in
give a
my
little bit of
jacket
money
like a
when I'm
gun.
broke right
They
now.
have
Guys,
no
get ready, get
idea
ready.
who they just messed
Five,
with. Every last one
four,
of them is about to
three,
face my wrath. I
two,
pushed through the warehouse
one,
door, and the first
zero.
guy charged me. So I threw the hardest punch of my life, missed, and hit the wall behind
Let's see,
him. While I
let's do
shook
this
out my
person here.
hand, he wound
Comic
up to
boy,
swing.
hopefully.
So I
Alright, let me set my
flinched and
pros.
tripped into a stack of
If I
pallets.
say
They
pull,
toppled
by the
onto
way.
his
You're
head
gonna call
and
me?
knocked
Yeah.
him out cold. I cracked my neck like I'd meant to do that.
Alright,
Another
get
guy
ready,
pulled
get
a
ready,
gun,
get ready,
but
lock
right
in,
as he
bro, lock
aimed,
in.
my cheap suit
Hopefully you-
pants split down the back.
And
I bent
pull.
down to
Okay,
check
you didn't
just
pull,
as
bro.
he
Lock
fired,
in. You owe
so
me
the bullet
5 mil.
sailed over my head, pinged off a metal pole, and ricocheted back into
Alright,
it. He crumpled to
so
the floor
you're getting
crying. I
locked.
followed the barking to a cage in the back, guarded by the biggest man I'd ever seen.
should I, like,
He
even
lifted me
TP
off the
with,
floor by my collar while my legs
I'm
kicked
not
at
TPing
nothing.
here,
But
I'm done,
Biscuit
bro.
shoved his squeaky
guys, get
bone
ready?
through the
5,
bars. The
7
giant
right now.
stepped
5,
back onto it,
4,
and 400
3,
pounds came down
2,
on his own head.
1.
I grabbed Biscuit and
Oh,
held
shoot.
him tight. Then the boss rounded the corner with a
Set up.
gun, so I panicked and threw my pencil as hard as I could,
Yo.
just like the movie.
Oh,
It
shoot, you
missed
got the
by a
same
mile,
base?
clipped a propane tank, and the blast
Obvious,
sent him
bro.
through the window
Obvious.
into the night sky like
Bro's
a
got the
rocket.
same
The place
base.
caught fire, so I carried Biscuit
Crazy,
out, and the
bro.
second we cleared the
You
door,
like climb
the
up the
warehouse exploded behind us,
Obvious,
and I
bro.
never looked
Obvious.
back. I didn't land a
I'm,
single
like,
punch
down
in
so
there,
much
but
money
when
right now,
people
so I don't know
ask
if I
how
can pay
one
you,
guy
but-
leveled a warehouse and
You
got his
rate it?
dog back, I fix my tie and say
I'll
I
give it
trained
a
for it.
8.5
The
out of
judge
10,
banged
bro.
his
There you go.
gavel and gave me custody of my daughter,
Take
and
care,
I
man.
jumped in the
Have a
air
great
because I
one.
hadn't seen her in
Great
12
day.
months. That night, I made her favorite soup, and after eating,
Okay,
looked at me
yeah,
with her
I'll
giant,
look into it
sparkling
later
eyes.
on,
Can we go
today.
on a late-night drive
Guys,
like
send
we
some
used to?
TPs?
I hesitated
5,
because I'd lost my
4,
license, and if I was
3,
caught, I'd be going to jail.
2,
But when I looked into her
1.
hopeful eyes, I couldn't say no. We got in the car and took off, and I kept my head on a swivel looking for cops.
I look,
But
you
then
don't
I
have any
saw
armor,
something
which
that
I
made
should
me
get
stop.
some. Yo,
She'd
what's up?
snuck
How
a
you doing?
second bowl of soup in the
What's up,
back
what's up?
seat. You're gonna spill it, I laughed, but she took a
How you
tiny
doing?
spoonful and promised she wouldn't. I kept driving while she beamed with her soup, and a
you go.
smile formed on my face. I was so lost in the moment, I didn't even notice my foot drifting on the accelerator. Red and blue
up?
lights flashed across my car. I glanced at my speedometer and saw I was going 80 and a 50, and my legs trembled on the brakes as I rolled to a stop. Crap, I'm going to jail. I
would
gripped
not
my
listen
head
to what I say, 'cause I
terrified
lose
because
a lot
jail
of
meant
money.
losing my daughter again. I turned around and saw her drop her spoon into her
Nah, I
soup
did
out
not
of
make a
fear.
single
Did you
farm.
say jail, Daddy? I won't get to see you again? Her lip quivered, and I saw
Yeah.
the cop
I
step
had,
out
like,
of his
5
car.
bill, like,
I
a
tried
week ago. Now
frantically
I'm
to
at
think of a
2.8
way
though,
out
so
when
it's not
suddenly I
looking good.
smelt it. My daughter was tipping her bowl of soup
Yeah.
onto my dashboard.
That's fair,
Soggy
yeah.
carrots and
Hopefully I
broccoli
get
ran
5 bill
all
again,
over
but-
my console. I
Yeah.
gripped my head. What are you doing? But she cut me
Alright,
off.
see
Tell
you,
him
man.
I threw up. She curled into a ball
Take
in
care,
the
have a
back
good one.
seat,
You
and
too.
suddenly I heard knuckles on my window.
Sensor?
I rolled
Yo,
my
what
window
did they
down
say right
and
there?
faced the officer,
Alright, grab-
pale
wait.
with fear.
Who
But then
wants to
my
wager
daughter
me? Or
groaned
it's
from
just
the back.
1v1?
Are
Who's
we at the
1v1?
hospital yet,
Who's
Daddy?
1v1?
It hurts so bad. She was clutching
Who's
her
trying to
stomach,
1v1,
and I
guys?
instantly
Who's trying to
realized what
1v1?
she was doing. I told the officer, my daughter's got appendicitis, sir. She just
You
threw
lucky
up.
anyone trying
That's
to
why I
1v1
was
or not?
speeding. The cop saw the
How are we
spilled
feeling,
soup that
guys?
looked like vomit and immediately nodded. I'm so sorry, sir. Please keep driving. I
Like, that'd
pulled
be
away,
punished.
and my
We were
daughter
1v1.
instantly sat up, grinning with her empty bowl.
I
I
do have
would
the
have gone to
wiki link.
jail if she didn't spill that
Ready?
soup, and
Okay.
getting
Can
custody
1v1
this
you on
morning
PvP
would have
Club?
meant nothing. But now I got to keep being her
Shall
dad.
we?
The fat kid next door pounded
Just-
on my
just
door.
let's go.
Have
Yeah,
you
if you
seen my
want.
chocolate bar?
That
I
should be
opened
fun.
up,
What's
and he
your
was already
IGN?
red in the face, jabbing a finger at my chest.
your
My
name? Let me
Hershey's
do a-
cookies and
let me
cream
do one
bar,
real
the
quick.
big white one.
RTBQ
Someone
here.
ate it. I shrugged. I haven't seen it. He immediately spun around and roared down the whole street. Whoever ate my chocolate is dead. You hear me? Dead. Everyone on the street froze because we
bug.
all knew whoever ate it was screwed. He crossed his arms. Fine, I'll just have to find the criminal myself. He
There you go.
stormed into his house and came back outside with a remote-controlled drone and a roll of duct tape. More people gathered to watch as he started
see if
taping himself
RTBQ
to the
even
drone.
works,
Whoever took it better watch
which it
out. I'm
doesn't,
coming for
okay.
you. In seconds, he launched
Should I
himself
leak
into
this?
the air, scanning
Yeah,
every
should I leak this
backyard
or
and
not,
screaming
chat?
that the thief couldn't hide
Chat, should I
from him.
leak this or
Doors
not?
opened all
If this
down the
is you.
street, and people ran out waving their
I don't
own
think it
chocolate
worked.
bars up at
It
him,
shouldn't
trying
work.
to talk him
Shouldn't
down. Someone held up a fresh
Think it's
Hershey's, and he
offline.
swatted it clean out of the air. It's not the same. I want mine.
Leak
But the
it? I
drone
don't know if
started
it'll work,
sputtering
actually.
under
It might
his
be
weight,
offline,
dipping
okay.
toward the road while the
we'll
duct tape
we'll save
started
that
to
for another
peel.
day.
He
We'll
looked
save it for
around
another day.
frantically.
What's your name, by
Watch
the way?
out. He started heading right towards me, and I sprinted so I wouldn't be the one to break his fall. He
Why can't I
tumbled to
hear
the
something?
ground, and when I
Or is that
turned
you
to get a
stepping?
closer look, I saw a corner of white wrapper poking out of his back
that
pocket.
you said
Check your
stepping?
back
You're like,
pocket, I shouted up at him. He reached back, yanked out
I
a
think it's
crushed
working.
empty Hershey's wrapper, and went still as the
Okay, I
whole
got
Yo,
it.
Violet,
Quick one.
Violet,
I ate it.
Violet.
Whoever ate it was screwed.
Look at
and
my
it was
stream.
me. The drone gave one last
Wow, what's
sputter
up?
and
Just
pushed
like-
him straight into my bush, while his hand still gripped the
I'm
empty
in
wrapper.
RTBQ right now.
I was on a field trip with my class in the
check back real
wilderness
quick,
when I
hold up.
tripped on a
Oh,
rock
what's
and
up?
my phone fell out of my hand. I watched it tumble down the steep slope until it landed somewhere far below. My heart dropped. We weren't even supposed to have our phones
What?
out,
You're
but I snuck it
watching
in to
his
take
videos in the
pictures.
bottom right,
Up
bro.
ahead, the
Weird.
group kept walking. I couldn't tell the chaperone I dropped
Holy,
it because
like,
she'd know I
D1.
snuck my phone out and
I
I'd get in
didn't know,
huge
bro.
trouble. But my mom would also kill me.
Imagine
if
he
I didn't
joins, he
come
said,
back
"I'm
with it."
copywriting
I
you,
spotted
buddy.
it down the slope, screen still lit,
That'd been
my own
funny.
face
That'd been
glowing
funny.
back at me. It looked
I'd have
close
been on his
enough to
side,
reach,
too.
so I started climbing down. But the second I put my weight on the slope, my feet slid out from under me and I tumbled,
Yeah, I found a way
slamming
to
into rocks the
go through
whole
the
way
border after 3
down.
months
I
of
finally
researching
caught
for real. What's
myself,
your
but I
IGN?
was
I can
scraped
check
up
it
and
out.
bleeding. My fall pushed dirt loose, sending my phone sliding even farther down. I looked up and my
Yo,
stomach
he's not
turned.
joining.
The trail was way above
Oh,
me now,
no.
and the group was gone. Nobody knew I was down
the
here,
heck?
and my only way out was to grab my phone and call for
Jeez.
help.
Hold on,
I
come on,
scrambled
rematch.
toward it again. My fingers
Again, I think
brushed
my
against
keyboard's
it, but my
breaking,
foot
like,
caught,
sometimes
and
I
I went
click a
down
key, it doesn't
hard.
work.
The phone slid the
Before I
rest of
make
the
a
way
pretty
down the
cool
mountain,
video.
the little glow shrinking until I couldn't
Like,
see it at all.
is it
I
like,
laid there shaking, hurt,
can you, like,
and
grab
alone,
stuff from
and this might
across the
have just
border, or, like,
cost
what
me my
happened?
life. I don't know how long I sat
What
down
happened? What
there
happened?
freezing, but then I heard someone scream. I think I
Oh my gosh,
see
I'm
him.
tapped
I
out.
jumped up and saw a chaperone climbing up the slope toward
Oh my
me.
gosh,
I
I'm so
started
trapped.
sobbing as she pulled me up and wrapped me in her jacket. When we finally got back to the trail, I asked, "How did you know I was down here?" She reached into her pocket and pulled out my phone, the screen still lit with my face. This slid all the way down to the trail. We saw your picture on it and realized you weren't with the group. She handed it back to me. The phone I almost died trying
the
to
heck?
save was the only reason they found me at all. Also, we
You see
told your
that?
mom what
It, like,
happened. She
goes
says
through
she's
down
going to
the-
kill you. My girlfriend's son charged at me until I fell over on my stomach
but yeah,
and
I
jumped up
mean,
and down on my back
like,
screaming,
face
"Are
drew
you
big
my
nose.
new daddy?" I took a deep breath,
Set
and when his mom mouthed,
Really?
"Sorry," I plastered on a fake smile and mouthed
Really?
back, "It's all good." Because even though I
Wait, if
knew
you
she
trap
had a
me, wait,
son,
just
I
be
didn't know
care-
he was
be
crazy,
sure, like,
and
to
part of me didn't want this
keep-
anymore. How
pull
was
me
I
if
supposed
I
to
say,
tell
bro.
her that? When it was
Be
time
ready,
to sit down
skeptic.
and eat the homemade lasagna
Huh?
I'd made, Ben
So
twisted
if I
a loop.
just be ready to pull me if I say.
Oh,
Like,
but
be
you
ready.
you said if
Pull, pull,
Jesus?
pull, 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 pull,
Where's
pull,
your
pull,
pearl?
pull, 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 pull. I said it, bro. Thank you.
Can you do it over here, bro? Because I'm gambling over here.
This is my pro, though. Oh, I'm
There's
glitched.
there's
Okay.
pearls over here. There's stasis over here.
Okay. Okay. Fine, bro. Fine. Well, good job. Thank you, bro. Bro tried to trap me. Are we serious?
Loose bloody tooth out of his mouth and shoved it in my face.
Oh,
This
Funef,
is for
Funef.
you. You can
Yo,
use
why
it
is
to
there
get
a
money
wither,
from
bro?
the tooth fairy.
Why
Turned
is
to
there a
my
wither?
girlfriend and asked if she wanted to go on vacation. Just the two of us, because I signed up for a girlfriend, not a kid who used my leg as a jungle gym. But she smiled
Oh,
ear
we
to
gotta
ear.
win, bro. We
My
gotta win.
son would
Funef.
love that. And a few weeks later, when we were at the hotel,
What?
Ben was
Yo!
starfished across my chest.
goes to my
painfully plucking the
totem!
individual hairs on my arm.
It goes
His
to my
mom kissed
totem,
his
bro.
head and grabbed her purse. You guys are so cute.
Was I
I'm
in
leaving
EU,
to
I
get
think?
ice. Enjoy your bonding
Guarantee I
time.
was
I yanked
EU.
myself out of bed and reached my hand out.
Am I-
Wait,
I
but the
get low
door had
durability
already
stuff.
clicked shut
Oh
behind
my
her. I
gosh,
quickly
bro.
grabbed his backpack
down
and
so
took
much
out the
money.
drawing that was sticking out. What's
So
this,
sad.
buddy? I knew if I didn't make conversation
sad
with him,
little
then
boy.
he'd find a way to attack me again. He
You know that?
whispered, "Open
I'm a
it."
sad
I
little boy.
unfolded it, and at the top read the words, "Draw your family." And below, there were 3 stick figures. The one
I told
labeled
him to
Dad
go-
had
yeah,
2
goes
different colored
for-
eyes, and I knew it was
Yeah,
supposed
bro,
to be
I don't
me,
know.
except
Like,
he'd
don't
drawn it
SMP,
off to
I
the
can't
side.
PvP on
I didn't
here,
want to
it's too
draw us all
laggy.
together
I literally
yet,
have
in
something many
case
ghosts.
you
I literally
didn't
put it
actually
offhand,
become my
and
new
like it
daddy,
doesn't work.
I read the
mean,
drawing twice, and
I
my
could
heart
do
broke.
decent on
The whole
PvP Club,
time,
even then it's still
Ben was
kind of
just a
laggy, I feel like.
child who wanted a family.
But
I
yeah,
took
I
out a
mean-
green crayon and drew a circle around
Yeah.
the 3 stick figures. Look, we're all together.
Why
Ben
is
saw
it
what I'd
bug,
done
bro? Like,
and
don't
charged at
SCP
me until I
fixes it,
fell
bro.
over on the bed. But
Fix your
this
server,
time,
don't
I
SCP.
reached my arms out
Yeah, I mean,
and
like,
hugged him
I don't know.
back. I'd spent weeks trying to get
It's
him off
very
me, but I wasn't
bad.
putting him down.
I mean, you can barely even PvP on here. And it bugs. Okay, so you gotta rejoin. RTBQ. Alright. What's up? What's up? What's up? What? No. You high tier 1? Actually? I want to 1v1. I've never 1v1 a high tier 3.
Hello there.
And my totem just ghost. Okay. Bro. I don't know, maybe it's my keyboard just not working. Like, I don't know, I keep clicking R for my, like, sometimes it doesn't work. I'm clicking R, bro, to not offhand, but like to go 1 to 8 or whatever. And it's not working, bro. It's not working. I literally offhanded a totem, bro. Yeah, maybe I said I need to hang it up, bro. Hang it up. I just need to hang up Crystal PvP, honestly. Like, jeez, I'm trash, bro. I'm trash. Yeah, I don't know why it's happening a lot. Like, just lately. Maybe I'm getting bad servers. I don't even know. My ballot. I just spent like, bro, it's a PvP. It's like 10 mil per PvP. I mean, just the re-gear. Might just start giving out 10 mil at that point. Yeah. I'm not wagering. I'm actually so washed at Crystal. And yep, I'm washed. I came in. Like, why did it double click? And this guy just runs away. Oh my god. There we go. Finally, bro. Finally. Finally, 1 win, bro. Well, he didn't even have good armor, so it's not a win in my heart. Not a win in my heart at all. Actually, kind of a win. You know what? I'll take it. I'll take it as a win. Did I make money? No, not really. Are you sure? I'm not trying to wager right now, bro. I'm so trash. I'm so trash, bro. Genuinely, though, like, if I wagered you, I'd probably lose. Let's be real honest here. You're high tier 5? Still, bro. I'm like playing like high tier 6, bro. Like, it's bad. It is bad, bro. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care. Like, seriously. It is bad. Man, I can't even RTBQ because don't SMP's bugged. Oh my gosh. Bro, when are they gonna fix that? Do you guys know or? Oh, yo, wait, what? Oh, wait, what the heck? Okay, no, chill. Yeah, you there?
Yeah.
I thought you were invis, like you weren't there for 1v1. Alright, come over here. Alright, whenever you're ready. Yeah, bro, I'm poor. I had 5 bill, but lost it all. Bro, I had 5 bill, I lost it all, bro. Malfair bill? Wait, if you wait, 10 bill, bro? 10 mil or 10 bill? Can't, bro. I'm poor. Yeah, give me 1 minute. Hold up. Yeah. All right, over here. Over here. I'm live right now. Sorry.